The board is sideways. The gate's going to drop any second. We'll get this thing going.
Here it is, folks. The 2010 Arenacross season is underway.
And we're off.
Oh, Brock Sellers got boxed in on the inside,
Oh.
and a bunch of riders all the way up against the boards. That was Demuth on the number 3 that got the worst of it.
Jeff Gibson on the 250F gets the whole shot out of the outlet.
Well, that experiment paid off, and somehow Sellers, who I thought was going to go up the back of the finish line jump, after getting bumped around, is in the number 2 spot.
He's the wily veteran out there.
Very impressive. So the Tough Racing Honda guys are 1 and 2, and a little smoke screen thrown up by Gibson against his teammate Sellers from that chalk line. Right now, Gibson right where he left off. He's number 1 last year, and he's number 1 so far this year.
Well, that's a great way to start off the series. He's just the only problem is he's got all these rest of these guys behind him, and he's got about 25 more laps to go.
And we've got another Honda, the Spine Chillers machine of Zach Ames. The number 11 is 3rd, and then his teammate Nathan Skaggs is 4th. So the Red Riders are riding well right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And look how close they are in that whoop section. And here comes Chad Johnson, like we said.
Yeah, they're all piling up there. Yeah, they're all coming right up behind him. Nobody's getting away here, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're just feeling each other out. Big mistake by Skaggs in the whoops. Johnson had a shot on the inside, didn't have enough room. And watch out for his teammate Bowers right behind him. He'll close the gap. Here we go.
Oh, there it is on the inside.
Man, that's like a photo shoot for that Babbitt's Monster Cowie team. Bowers around the outside. Not going to work with Chad Johnson. No way. The man on the move, the number 4, Chad Johnson, makes the pass on the number 2 of Brock Sellers. Chad is on the run right now, John Dowd.
Yeah, a bunch of these guys are. There's a whole train behind, but Chad is looking real good. He's come from a little ways back. And the next guy in his sights, I think, is Jeff Gibson, number 1 in that tough Honda.
Yeah, he's going to have to get through Ames, but I think he does want that number 1 spot, especially because it's the champ up there. Meanwhile, Sellers going backwards. For a little while was stalking the leader. Now he's outside of the top 3.
These guys look comfortable on their bikes. You know, the Babbitt's Kawasaki are looking real good. They got the 3 of them working together real well.
Here he is. Oh, he does look good to the whoops. Down the inside, John.
He got the,
and he just stacks it up.
Oh, man.
And they have to roll this next section. Here comes Nathan Skaggs right back on Sellers. Another rider crashed. That was Demuth. Behind them, Demuth was
Josh
landing the base. Oh, man, and Demuth was on that roll from the back of the pack. He could have gotten to the top 5. And look, Demuth still is not back on the track.
Man, that's such a bad deal for Josh. I mean, he's, last year that's what his whole season was about. He was fast as anybody and just kind of seemed to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and hopefully that's not a sign of this season.
Yeah, that wasn't any of his doing. It really wasn't anything of anyone's doing. That's just what you get in these tight tracks here at Arenacross. It's fun for us to watch.
I couldn't even keep track of what was going on there.
Yeah, exactly.
There was so much going on.
Let's reset this here. It looks like Chad Johnson on the number 4 is around Zach Ames, and now up to 2nd. So he's the last one, I would believe, who has a shot at going after Gibson, and Gibson is catching lap traffic.
He's reeled in Jeff Gibson there. He's right on him there. Well, I don't know if the lappers played a part or what, but Chad looks like he's on a roll right now.
And they're putting Kevin Johnson lap down as he goes to the inside. Here's your battle. Wheel to wheel, and Gibson just shuts the door.
Man, I couldn't believe Jeff Gibson went to the outside there, having Chad right behind him like that, but it worked this time. I don't know if he'll do it again.
Oh, and he did! And there goes Chad Johnson to the inside to take the lead. So for the first time tonight in this main event, someone has wrestled the lead from the champ. Gray Davenport down on the side of the track. So lots of trouble for most, but not for Chad Johnson.
It was there.
And it is a white flag, folks. So he struck just in the nick of time. And I don't think Gibson has an answer for him. He's just going to try to hold on for a podium. But Chad Johnson, a 2-time series champ, and he seems to win this thing every other year, and that's where we are in 2010 for him.
Well, he had a bunch of bad luck last year, so hopefully things are going to turn around for Chad this year. What a race. That was just kind of in the right place at the right time.
He takes the checkered flag. 2nd is going to go to Gibson, and Zach Ames takes 3rd.